Welcome to another Steam Summer Sale 2022 video. In this video, we are looking at games under $5. And also I've tried to go for really good games that are either equal to their lows or never been cheaper. And I've also gone for more than 10 this time because normally I stick to 10 because there are a lot of quality games for under 5. So let's start. Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition. This has actually hit a new low this time. 80% off, only $4, £3, and €4. When it first came out, this was easily the best superhero game. And the entire series was well received. There were some issues at launch for some games, but very, very good game. You can also get the Arkham Collection, which is Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. They don't seem to include Origins in the thing. So for $9, you'll get those three games with their complete versions, £7.5 and €9. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. I've already mentioned this in another video. Very popular RPG. It's getting a second game very soon. Celebrated its 10th anniversary. Fantasy game with 3 companions. So you have 3 AI companions in this one. 84% off. Never been cheaper. $287 in India. $479, £383, and €479. Catherine Classic, another PlayStation game that got ported to PC. Anime style of game, bit of mature humor, etc. It's got some weird mini games. I tried playing it, was very hard. But people tend to love this game. I've often seen great reviews for this game. I had an extra copy. I gave it to a friend and he loved it as well. So this is 75% off, $166 in India, $499, £374, and €499. Gris is another popular indie game, let's say. Great reviews. I believe this was given away for free as well. But right now it's very cheap, $122 in India, 75% off, $424, £362, and €424. You can see the reviews here are overwhelmingly positive. Doom. So do I need to say anything about Doom? One of the most fun FPS big budget games that is incredibly well optimized. Like if you have a half decent graphics card, you'll be pulling over 200 FPS on this one, on the highest settings, I might add. So yeah, that just alone makes it amazing because it's such a big budget AAA game, and you can get it for under $5 now. Exactly $499, $374, £499, and they've also fixed the regional pricing in India, so it's not that bad here either. So $399 here, absolutely worth it. Borderlands 2, quite a few games now in this series, but generally from what I've seen, people say that Borderlands 2 is the best game of the bunch. A little old now, but they I think had remastered it or improved the visuals, or was it just for the first one? I can't remember. But this is 75% off, $249 in India, $5, £5, and €749. So pricing seems to be a bit off in the UK and the Euro region. There's also the Game of the Year edition for $8, £7, and €9. This seems a little more reasonable, but $5 and £5, I don't usually see it priced identically like that, because it'll be a lot more expensive in the EU and the UK region then. Grim Dawn. Now, if you're looking for a good Diablo style RPG, this might be the best one currently out there. And this has also hit a new low during this sale. I have played this game and it is a good game. Generally, I've seen a lot of reviews for ARPGs. I tend to like this genre, so I look at reviews quite a bit. And I've not seen anyone say anything negative about this game. It is a very well-loved game. And this is 80% off, $113 in India, $5, £399, and €479. You can see it has hit a new low on the 23rd. Overwhelmingly positive reviews. You also have a bunch of DLCs, but you don't need all of them. What you need is Ashes of Malmuth, Forgotten Gods expansion, and I believe Crucible is like a PvP arena type DLC. So you don't even really need this unless you want to try that. The rest of the stuff is just items and skin packs. So yeah, these two are the only ones you really need. There is a Definitive Edition bundle if you wanted to get the whole thing. Titanfall 2, I already covered this in a previous video. One of the best first-person single-player campaigns, shooter, I mean, FPS. And this is also, I believe, on a new low. 84% off, 239 in India, $479, 399 pounds, and 479 euros. Dishonored, once again, covered it already, but I wanted to mention it again because this was such a new and interesting IP that people love it quite a lot. Steampunk setting, supernatural assassin, lots of creative ways to complete your objectives, and your story changes depending on how stealthily you play the game. This is 80% off, well under $5, only $2 in fact for the base game. You could even get the definitive version for under $5 at only $4. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So I mentioned the first game in a previous video. This one is the sequel, direct sequel. Also another excellent game. Had one of the most hyped trailers from what I recall. Unfortunately, Square Enix was never interested in the series. They were never satisfied, so they did not continue making this game. Hopefully, the Embracer Group continues because this was a great series that needs to be made regularly, I feel. So 85% off for the base game, only 74 rupees, $449, £3, and 449 euros. That is the digital deluxe version, which is a little more. So you could just get this one. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So Kojima's last game at Konami, I believe. And this is a stealth game with a big open world. 75% off, 192 in India, $5, 624 pounds, and 749 euros. There's the definitive version, which is a little more, 749. So you could just get this and get all the DLCs. Firewatch, another popular game that often pops up in your single player narrative driven stories. And yeah, this seems to be very well received. 94% positive reviews, 75% off, 141 in India, $5, 374 pounds, and 5 euros. Metro 2033 Redux. I've played the first two Metro games, and in my opinion, the first one is very special. So I'm going to mention this here. The original game obviously came out a long time ago, so they have this Redux version, which is an improved version. They don't sell the original version anymore. They had given it away for free before removing it, I believe. But yeah, set in the subways of Metro after like a post-nuclear war. You play as, what the name of the guy? But yeah, you are basically trying to survive against these radiated creatures and of course other gags and stuff. Single player game, not an open world game. This is 75% off, 141 in India, $5, 374 pounds, and 5 euros. Black Mesa. So Black Mesa is a fan-made remake of the first game. And I waited a while because this was an early access for years. Got completed, I think, a couple of years ago. Streamed the whole thing, really enjoyed this. They were very faithful to the original Half-Life game. Now, this is for people who may have either played the first game and wanted to play it again, or people who think the first game is too old now, the graphics are dated, so I want to try something new. This is for you. I'm a fan, so I enjoyed both of them. The only difference is towards the end game, like some of the chapters towards the end, they made a little changes to them. Good or bad, you can be the judge of that if you're a fan of Half-Life. But yeah, that was like one of the major differences is they put more effort into the end game compared to the original. So that is the only difference. 75% off, 132 in India, $5, 374 pounds, 374 euros. You can see the reviews are very, very positive. Valiant Hearts, The Great War. So I recommend this game every chance I get an opportunity. This is a beautiful game set during the First World War. It tells the stories of four people, interconnected stories, like some of the people know each other. And it shows you basically the effects of war on families and things like that. It's actually made by Ubisoft, but it's got this cartoony art style, people speaking gibberish, etc. Beautiful little indie style of game, and yeah, very touching as well. 75% off, 187 in India, $374, 312 pounds, and 374 euros. Darkest Dungeon. So if I had my way, I would put this on every list because I consider this to be one of the greatest games ever made. Brutally difficult, amazing narration and atmosphere, no respect for your time because you will put a lot of effort, uh, you know, taking your character up, leveling, and all that, and then you could die instantly through bad RNG. Like dozens and dozens of hours wasted. So yeah, if you like these challenging turn-based style of games, this is by far the best. In fact, I like this genre, and I try other games from this genre, and nothing comes close. Even the second game in the series was like, no, it's not the first game. Like if you're playing this genre, just play this game. It's just amazing. 85% off, only 92 rupees, $374, 284 pounds, and 344 euros. There are a few DLCs. There's the Ancestral Edition bundle, which has all the DLCs, but you get a few free. So you get the Butcher Circus free, which is a PvP thing. The Musketeer is another class that you get for free. Crimson Court is another area that makes the game harder. Shieldbreaker is another class. Color of Madness and Crimson Core. These are other areas. You don't really need to play these games, these areas. So if you are getting the game, get the game, and you can get the Shield Breaker at first. And then if you want more on your second run or something, then you can get these two, Color of Madness and the Crimson Code. Or if you want, just get the whole thing. But if you do play with these enabled, the game will be a little harder. So even if you own the game, people recommend that you don't play with these DLCs enabled for your first run. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. So I mentioned Shadow of War in a previous video. This time I'm going for the first game. This is the game that introduced us to the Nemesis system. And a smaller open world game, the maps were not that big. And in fact, I would even go as far as to say that it's not really an open world game because the map was quite small. But it's still good, very, very fun game. And if you want this thing without the bloat that was in the second game with the loot boxes, this is more fun, more contained. It's not as big either. A couple of DLCs which also sort of connected. I would say one problem I had with this game was the FOV was very low, like 65 or something. So you may need to go into the settings and increase that because I was getting constant headaches when I started playing. But if you can fix that, it should be more fun. So this is 75% off. No, hang on. This is the upgrade. This is the game. 75% off, 247 in India, $4, 4 pounds, and 5 euros. And finally, The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Now, Witcher 3 is a huge game, very popular. Everybody knows about it. Everybody loves it. But I can't state enough how good Witcher 2 is because Witcher 3 wouldn't be where it is without Witcher 2's success. And this is the game that put the series and CD Projekt on the map. Definitely play this game if you haven't. I actually went back and played this after playing 3. Events obviously are before the events of Witcher 3. And this is not an open world RPG. It's more of your location based where you go from location to location. There's also 2 different paths that you can choose based on how you start the game. And yeah, so it adds replayability. You can play it twice with different choices. 85% off, 84 only, $3, 224 pounds, and 3 euros. All right, so that is a quick look at some games at $5 or below. There are quite a lot more, but I wanted to keep it to some of the more quality games. I have more videos planned, so check back on the channel when you get a chance. And thank you for watching.